So yeah, that's kind of the main words we'll be using. So just the main thing is the cones. There we go. Perfect. So if you want to start it up, we can get going.
Can I fix the
steering
wheel?
It's there. So
one?
yeah, this one here. Yeah, just like there we go.
It should be fine.
Perfect. So yeah, whenever you're comfortable, we can move off.
Yes.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Handbrake down for you. So if you go first gear, and yeah, nothing on your left, you're good to go. Perfect. So I'll tell you what gears to use and stuff. I'll give you a hand with all that stuff. And if you have any questions, just ask. So up to third, we'll go straight out onto the track. But what we'll do is we'll stay to the right hand side, just because there's quick cars coming down the left. So we'll stay on in this lane the whole way up. Just make sure there's no cars coming. Yeah, no cars are coming, so we can move left. So as I was saying, the cones is where you want to go. So pretend you're about to hit the cone, that's how close you want to be to it. And now we turn into second gear for this one. In tight to this curb here. And when you get to the curb, we squeeze down the power, squeeze, over to the right, aim for this cone now, up to third. And just before the cone, we're going to turn left. So turn left now, in hard left here, and full power.
Oh wow.
There we go, full power all the way, keep going, more power, there we go, up to the fourth gear, really good. So 3, 2, 1, on the brakes, into third gear, off the brakes, and aim for the cone now. So full power up to the cone, so 3, 2, 1, back on the brakes, and off the brakes, turn in, full power now, all the way down. There we go, full power, and fourth gear. Over to the left hand side of the track, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes, into third gear, and off the brakes, turn in tight to the curb, and squeeze down the power, all the way down, and lift, and turn in, and squeeze down the power, all the way down, and fourth gear, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, into third gear, into second gear, and over the curb here, and full power. There we go, full power all the way. Perfect. And fourth gear. So stay to the left here, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes, into third, into second, wait for the cone to turn in, and once we get to the cone, off the brakes, turn in, give it about 10% throttle the whole way around, keep turning, and aim for the cone up here, and then it's a lift. This guy's going to move to the left, so we go right around him.
Right, okay.
And yeah, full power, overtake, up to third, over to the left, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes into third, and off the brakes, turn in, full power now, full power, aim for the cone, so 3, 2, 1, back on the brakes, into second gear, off the brakes, inside to the curb, squeeze down the power all the way, full power, and up into third, perfect, and then we move over to the left hand side of the track, so on the white line, 3, 2, 1, on the brakes, and off the brakes, turn in, keep it in third, yeah, full power,
Sorry.
all good, in tight to the left, so if you want to go into third gear, there we go, and full power. So full power the whole way around this one, full power, all the way, and then over to the left, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, into second gear, stay straight, and now turn in, over the curb, squeeze down the power all the way, to third gear, there we go, and fourth gear, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, into third gear, into second gear, and wait for the cone, off the brakes, turn in, and give it about 10% throttle, just hold the curb the whole way in full power, third gear, and turn in now, and full power, keep turning, and full power. off the brake straight away, turn in, full power. So 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, and into second gear, off the brakes, over this curve here, and squeeze down the power, all the way down. Perfect, up to third gear. Very nice. And over to the left hand side of the track, so 3, 2, 1, hard on the brakes, keep it in the gear, and off the brakes, turn in, 10% power, keep turning a bit more, and full power, full power, full power, full power. And then lift, turn it tight to this curve here, and full power. Over to the left, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, into second gear, and wait for the cone, turn in, and squeeze down the power, and full power. Up to third gear, very nice. And fourth gear, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, into third gear, into second gear, and off the brakes, turn in, give it about 10% throttle the whole way around. Hook the curb the whole way around, and full power. Third gear, and turn in now, full power, full power, full power. Just keep turning the wheel, full power. There we go, really good. And up to fourth, you're getting the hang of it now. Very good driving. So on the brakes into third, off the brakes, turn in. Now we aim for the cone up here. So 3, 2, 1, back on the brakes hard into second gear, and in tight to the curb, full power now, all the way. There we go. And up to third, really good. And then just before the brake board, move to the left. So 3, 2, 1, on the brakes hard, and off the brakes, turn in. Second gear if you need, yeah. And then full power, up to third. And then after this corner, we're going to pull into the pit lane and get into the Ferrari. So if you want to indicate right, just pull that one up, yeah, just like that. Perfect, well done. Good driving.
Thank you, thank you.
Good driving, very good. Very controlled and relaxed, which is good.
Thank you, thank you. A lot of video games.
Yeah, that's good.
I've been playing Gran Turismo last night so hard.
That's what everybody, they love doing it. So we can park this up beside the black Ferrari. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a lot quicker than people think, this car.
It's very quick.
Isn't it?
Very quick, yeah. So fun to drive.
And do you have a racing simulator? Yeah, just in beside this car here is perfect. Do you have a racing simulator? Or is it the Xbox control?
A PlayStation.
Very nice.
I used to, back in my country, I used to have a simulator.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Argentina.
Argentina,
Yeah.
very nice. And are you living here or are you just visiting?
We are living here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And do you prefer it here, obviously, or no?
Sorry?
Do you prefer Argentina?
Uh,
Stand for a second. See, the main difference with this car is the power is very sensitive, and the power goes to the rear wheels. So if we smack the throttle really quick and hard, the back wheels will spin and we want to do donuts. So the main kind of sensation is squeeze the throttle smooth and slow. So smooth, 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 and then you can kind of, once you get past 50%, you can give it everything. And then with the brakes, you want to be really hard on the brakes, and with the throttle, just really smooth. And apart from that, we do the exact same thing as we did in the other car, just a bit smoother with the throttle, and that's pretty much it. So whenever you're ready to go, put your right foot on the brake and then tap the right paddle. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the gears ourselves. So it's just up gear, down gear. And we're only ever in third, fourth and fifth. So third is the lowest gear we go. And yeah, we let it rev all the way up to 7 when we're going really quick. Okay. So it sounds like it's about to explode, but it won't.
So third is the lowest?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So obviously first and second out of the pits, but once you're on track, third gear is like the lowest.
Okay.
So I'll put the handbrake down for you here. Yes. And yeah, whenever you're ready, we are good to go.
Right.
So there is, if you move out slowly, I can have a look for you. Yeah, good to go. Stay to the right hand side. Yeah. Make sure there's no cars coming, which I don't think there is. So yeah, we can move across to the right, or to the left, sorry. Yeah. Aim for the cone and turn in, and then just give it about 10% throttle the whole way around. And then you want to squeeze it all the squeeze down the power. Full power now. Over to the left, so 3, 2, 1, on the brakes. Down the gear, and off the brakes, up to the first curb, and then once you get to this curb, squeeze down the power and turn even more. Full power now. And then lift, turn in tight to this curb, and squeeze down the power. All the way. So 3, 2, 1, brakes on, down the gear. Wait for the cone, now we turn in, so if we go up one gear, yeah, there we go, and squeeze down the power. And down the gear, there we go, in for the cone, wait for the cone, now we turn in, off the brakes, 10% throttle. 10% throttle the whole way around and all the way. Big lift, turn in tight to the curb, and once you get to the curb, squeeze down the power all the way. On the brakes, down the gear, turn in, off the brakes, bit of throttle, and then 3, 2, 1, back on the brakes, off the brakes, turn in tight to the curb, squeeze down the power, squeeze, 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 and full power. On the brakes hard, down the gear, and off the brakes, in tight to the first curb. Once you get to this curb, squeeze down the power and turn even more, full power, and then lift, turn in tight to this curb and squeeze down the power, squeeze, 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 all the way. 3, 2, 1, and down the gear, and turn in over the curb, and squeeze down the power, squeeze, squeeze, and all the way, all the way. Yeah, there you go. Off the brakes, 10% throttle, 10%, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more, 100. And then a lift, turn in tight to this curb, squeeze, 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 and all the way. Go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1, off the brakes hard, off the brakes, turn in, squeeze down the power, 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 power. 3, 2, 1, on the brakes, off the brakes, turn in over the curb, squeeze down the power, squeeze, 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 and all the way. Go, 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 go. There we go. 3, 2, 1, off the brakes. There you go. Off the brakes, turn in, and squeeze down the power. Keep turning, squeeze, squeeze down here. There you go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. In tight to the curb, and squeeze all the way down, all the way, all the way. And down the gear. 3, 2, 1, off the brakes hard. And down the gear. We've got traffic. And in tight to the curb here, and we'll go up his inside. So full throttle up his right hand side. All the way. And down the gear, off the brakes, turn in, and give it about 10% throttle. Keep turning, and all the way down, all the way, all the way. And then lift, roll it over the curb. Once you get to the curb, squeeze, 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 all the way, go, go, go. Down the gear, turn in, and squeeze down the power, squeeze, squeeze, and back on the brakes. And off the brakes over this curb here. Once you get to the curb, squeeze down the power, all the way, all the way, all the way. Ready to go. 3, 2, 1, down the gear, and off the brakes, turn in, squeeze down the power, squeeze, 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 100% power, all the way. And then lift, turn in, and squeeze, 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 all the way. And down the gear, and turn in, off the brakes, turn in, and squeeze down the power, all the way. Throttle the whole way around, in tight to the curb, and full throttle. And then lift over this curb, and then squeeze down the power all the way. Down here, turn in, squeeze down the power, aim for the cone, and back on the brakes. And off the brakes, turn in, squeeze down the power, squeeze, 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 full power now. just to get air through the car and let the brakes cool down and stuff.
Okay.
So we'll just stay to the left. And we'll just stay in third gear the whole lap. So just try not to use the brakes, just let it roll everywhere.
Okay.
Because the brakes are going to be so hot.
Okay.
Well done though, good driving.
Oh, thank you.
Fair play.
Thank you.
Very good. We'll just stay to the left the whole way around and just do about this speed. How did you find it?
This is incredible.
The noise is so cool, isn't it?
This is a dream come true. It's
amazing.
Amazing.
It is, and you got the best day for it as well.
Yeah, all my life wait for this. Yeah, all my life.
You got the right instructor as well. I made to push
Yeah.
you. I made to push you to your limit. But yeah, basically what we're doing now is just trying to cool down the brakes by getting air at the brakes.
Right.
Because we were driving so quick and hard, so we just gotta let the car cool down before we park it up.
Right.
So you can go a bit quicker. Just keep it at about 4,000 revs over to the left. Just like that. Perfect. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's the main thing. If you enjoy it, that's good.
I have no words to describe this. It's
just so cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's good.
I can't believe the first time I sit in a Ferrari, I drive in it. I'm actually driving it.
Exactly.
You know?
There's nothing wrong with your driving either. It's very good. But much above average as well. A lot of people hear it and they're like, shit, slow down here. But like you, when you hear it, you keep going quicker.
Yeah.
Which is good because a lot of people get scared by the noise and go slower and they up gear early.
At the first time it is scary, but once you get used to it.
Yeah, that's why I always make sure to like let people get used to it for the first lap and then I push them as hard as possible. And then what we'll do is we'll indicate right and go into the pits this lap. But yeah, well done. That was really good.
Thank you so much.
That was good. Then we can go into the pits, get all the photos and stuff like that.
Cool.
But yeah, if you ever do come back, I'd recommend doing the single-seater experience.
Single-seater.
It's where you're the formula car.
Oh, nice.
Only because like I know you can drive a car very well just from judging from here, so you definitely enjoy the single-seater with no instructor. It's a very good experience. And if you park this just beside the black one here. Perfect. And then reverse is this one here. There we go. Perfect, yeah, here is good. So if you had two paddles at the same time, there we go. And if you knock the key, perfect. Savage, well done.
Thank you so much.
That was really good. I'll knock the camera.